is an opportunity that we can't pass on.
E te ti, e te tā tēnā koutou katoa, nau mai, piki mai kake mai ki tēnei whakapāhotanga ki runga i a whakaata Māori e whakatairanga hia ana i te hākina ki tēnei o ngā rea ngā kura tuarua, nau mai e te iwi ki tēnei whakataitai e ki ana ko te Super 8 kei Tauranga moana māua ko te o husband i tēnei ata e whakapāho ana i tēnei kēmu ki Wainganui i ngā toki o tēnei whakataitai mai rāno ara ko Tauranga moana me Rotorua nui a kahumata momoe.
Yeah, it's wonderful to have you with us here in Whakaata Māori today for this Thursday lunchtime clash. Two traditional rivals going head-to-head today with Rotorua Boys up against Tauranga Boys and hosted by Tauranga. It's always a wonderful celebration of sport. As you can see, the crowd is huge because all of the tauira from the kura are invited out. They've got saxophonists, the band comes out. They all make a guard of honour as the squads make their way out onto the field as well. So expect some really fine football here this afternoon, and a pleasure to welcome you along with Hiana Kia koutou e te whānau, and kia ora, and thank you for your ongoing support for our rangatahi and their endeavours with Papa Tākoro. Today, rugby, but of course, Māori Plus and Whakaata Māori have been celebrating rangatahi sport for ages now, and it's wonderful to be back here in Tauranga Moana for this clash today. Interesting lineups and two proud kura going head to head. We're in for an exciting 70 minutes of action as we just wait for the teams to make their way out onto the field. This is always a cool scene at Tauranga Boys. We've done some games here in years past, so looking forward to a really good clash and two of the Bay's traditional rugby powerhouses are going to collide again today in Super 8 rugby.
Piki mihi ki ngā huru i whakakorowaitia tēnei o ngā kaupapa Caltex, Apollo Projects, Baileys, Nativa kōwai atu. Ana ka whakawhiti atu tātou ako ake nei ki ngā korero o ngā kaiako e rua o enei kapa.
Both of
Courtney, your team comes into another Super 8 season with high expectations. How excited is the group to finally get the competition underway against Tauranga Boys?
Yeah, kia ora. Really excited this team. Obviously, new season, new group of boys with a lot of different knowledge and understanding of the game. I think we've had to start a little bit early due to our early season, but it's really good. We've come with the challenges, but we're starting to gel where we need to be for the right time of the year as well. And boys are in high spirits and good health, so we're excited for today.
And with both sides opening their Super 8 campaigns today, how important is it to start strongly and build momentum from week one?
Yeah, I think just speaking on behalf of both coaching teams, we really do want to start well, especially in the Super 8 competition. Sometimes it doesn't go the way you want it to, so you've just got to adapt and react. And we know we're coming up against a good quality side who'll take advantage of that if you don't show. So we want to stay on their fight and contest for today's game. So,
Thank you. First Super 8 game of the season and a traditional rivalry against Rotorua Boys. What has been the focus from your side heading into this opening challenge?
Firstly it's been, I guess the goal of ours was just to get through a pre-season and try and bring a new group of boys together for this season. But secondly, the challenge is definitely in front of us with Rotorua being the current national champs and having a good trip away to Japan and winning the Senex tournament. So we know what's in front of us, and it'll be a good challenge for us today.
Round one is always a chance to set the tone for the campaign. What would a successful performance look like from your team this afternoon?
I think if we can just go out and produce the plays and the systems that we've been training at throughout the off season and the pre-season, if we can go out there and put those on the paddock today, I think we'll be happy, and possibly the result will follow that. So we're just looking to get out there and get into our competition. Really, it's been a long summer.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Ako ngā pito kōrero wera o ngā kaiako, o ngā kapa e rua. Ai, piki keimu i te aroaro e Dale. Tatari ana kia puta i tā rātou. Ana ko Rotorua o kahumata moimoi tēnei e ki ana ko Raukura. Ko rātou ngā toa whakaihu waka. Mo te whakataetai. Anei te rarangi kapa e haere ake nei.
Well, being led out here by Tariki Rogers, who's been such a stalwart of their previous campaigns. But as we know, each of the teams have to mould younger players coming in to replace those who've left in the season past. Great to have you with us. Mason Barry is in the front row alongside Tau Fu'u and Tavake. Then it comes into Warsman Phillips in the locking positions on the side of the scrum, Howe and Rasmussen, with Tariki at the back in number 8. He will be an influence, followed in by Omua, Painga Morgan, Frederick Waititi, Warbrick, Mills and Chapman. Courtney Mita is the coach of the Rotorua Boys High School First 15. And for the first game of the season, you can expect them to really get out and rock and roll. Great to have you with us here on Whakaata Māori. A little overcast in the bay, as it can be at times, but I'm sure that the track will be in good nick for what should be an exciting clash between these two proud kura.
Yes, we can expect a new year turns and another breed of seniors come through the first 15 system. Obviously renowned for class, physicality. Anei, a tauranga moana e hara mai nei, e takina i te wero. We might just pay a close ear to our kaihaka. Nei rā Tauranga Boys ko whai wāhi atu ngā mahi a te rehia ngā haka a tāne rore anei te raringi kapa tātou mā ko te rangapu paumua. Our props a tamahai Taikato Smith, Sony hooking is Matt Bell ko ngā pauraka tātou mā ko Khan Charlton ko Seremia Sali Kikoro. Over to our flankers, Herepete, Bedoy, Ali Painton, and on the back of the scrum we have Zach Simeon, ka whakawhiti atu I nei nā ki ngā pau muri, Tommy Ferrin, ko ia te hawhi peke, topatahi Finn Curtis. On our wings, our parirau MΑORI and our parirau matau are Isaiah Ray Potene and Nathan Theron. Kei te hiku, te haika, te whiore, o te kapa nei ko Tommy McCoy. On the bench, our pai Kairifi Asopa, Engelbert, Keeney, Hauler, McDonald, Veron, Soa, coached by Aidan Cooker.
Well, it was one welcome onto the field, wasn't it? And pretty rare in the sport to see such pageantry, such cultural pride as is on display here at Tauranga Boys College today. Let's go to the haka.
two voices speaking.
Ko takato te mānuka e hoa mā, māwai e hiki. Tāre a te wā, ka kiti a tātou, ko wai ka puta āihu. Hei tēnei, rauna tuatahi tātou mā o te Super 8 Rugby Secondary Schools Competition ki konei, ki Tauranga Moana. It's a privilege to bring you coverage once again. Te kāinga o ngā hākinakina rangatahi ki runga i tēnei o ngā teihana a whakaata Māori. Don't forget those that can't tune into our linear broadcast. We have our MāORI Plus YouTube channel that you can connect to. And also our Central North Island competition is going out as well.
Yeah, there's plenty of sport on Whakaata Māori in this, as I say, an acknowledgement of the role that sport plays in the overall development of our rangatahi and celebration really of their efforts on the field, on the netball courts, on the basketball courts. Jamie Bell is the ko-wawao for today's action, and we'll start off with Tauranga Moana playing left to right. Pleasure to welcome you along here today. Plenty of talent in both schools. Strong forward pack led by Heribete Bidwa and number 6 for Tauranga Moana. As I mentioned, a lot of the challenge for coaching staff is to embed younger talent coming into the various years as those who have traditionally been in the squads leave kura, and the support people on the side. pretty interesting.
I just see some unducks over there, D.
I thought that they were in there. Oh, they might have been togs. There's the kickoff. And first man with the ball is Samuel Howe. They'll take a little bit of time just getting into the groove as well, but a little burst forward. Tauranga will have to be on their game defensively as well, because we're coming back from Sanix. Obviously, confidence is high with Rotorua. Great defence out wide and a big tackle put on by Theron. He's playing down the right edge for Tauranga Boys. Some solid work inside the 22. As the forwards all muster around looking to deliver up some clean ball. It comes to the back, left foot, and heading for touch, but it won't make it into touch. Picked off nicely here by Finn Curtis, who sends it back on the inside for our fullback McCade. And Tommy has the football now. First touch, first possession here for Tauranga Moana. This is Khan Charlton. We recognise him in the red headgear, but he loses possession into the hands of Rotorua. A charging run, asking for some solid defence early on. Wheeling it around is Omua. He's the halfback here for Rotorua. Kia ora to our whananga watching in from the Sulphur City, just an hour away from Tauranga Moana. where the haka that they utilised again talked of safe anchorage, and that's why the anchor was brought out into the middle of the field. Now it's Lockie Chapman with the ball and the big left boot. Well, he slips as he kicks, but it's still effective and goes into touch on the far side of the field.
Kei te hikaka hau mō ngā whakataitai waenga nui e te hi. Tino toki o ngā kapa e rua. Ko wai ke atu ko Te Ariki Rogers up against Zach Simeon, two outstanding number 8s battling for control. At the rucks, the mauls, and at the back of the scrum. Also, Reia Painga Morgan and Finn Curtis, a young Rotorua star and an experienced Tauranga playmaker.
Yeah, there's going to be some interesting matchups here today. We saw at the end of last year just how good Te Ariki Rogers is as a leader. Great kai kōrero as well off the back of the games when we had an opportunity to interview him post-match. This one is sent downtown. Rotorua Boys again. Looking for the chip over the top and the regain. Almost came off as well for Lockie Chapman, who obviously has some confidence. And again, the kicking game angling towards touch. It's taken out wide here by the 14 for Rotorua. And the kicking game, important bit of a late shot there. The referee was having a nosy at it, but all is well. Still grappling for the ball. Plenty of fight and muscle going in to try and retrieve that football. Referees keeping a close eye on proceedings. This is Charlton once again through the hands of Paynton. Keeps it alive. Beautiful run here. Saliki Koro. And Tauranga Boys getting close. A lot of enthusiasm, and that's good to see.
Yeah, tika tai teo. I'm always excited to see brothers from the Pacific who have joined our proud secondary schools, and this raging beast from Fiji, Saliki Koro, is certainly one to keep an eye on.
There's the first scrum of the afternoon. Wonderful to have you with us here in Whakaata MāORI. Scrum Fred Mahi from Takuaumua. He was involved with the first 15 last season as well. And he's up against today Tommy Varant. Both of the nines play such a pivotal role in the way that the teams established themselves early in this first half. Coming up to 4 minutes. Again onto the left boot of Chapman. Puts that one into touch, despite the efforts there from McCade. And we'll have the throw in just a couple of metres on Tauranga Boys' side of halfway. Good start from both teams.
Ai, me mihi hoki ki te takitoru tapu ara ko ngā referee, ngā kaiwa wao, e whakahaere ana i te kēmu i tēnei ata, i tēnei ahi me te mōhio ko te roa ngāke o tēnei wehenga tuatahi he toru te kaumā 5 miniti te roa. Hei ia hawhe. Ana, kua tukuna e te kaitipape i te pōro. Pai te rā tūtira tuatahi o Tauranga Moana ara he hāmene. Hei tā te kaiwa wao he hāmene nā te aha, nā te kore, ringa, nā te rutu pokowhiwhi me ki.
There's a nice intensity that's on show here. Both teams realise how important it is to get bragging rights in round 1 of Super 8. Bring together all these Central North Island schools that are involved. Of course, for those of you just joining us unfamiliar with the competition, it was set up back in the 90s, 1997, and brought together those 8 schools: Hastings, Napier, Palmerston North, New Plymouth, Tauranga, Rotorua, and Hamilton. Have I missed one?
Green Bay High School?
No, I don't know about Green Bay High School.
That's good to have into school. I don't think they played rugby back in those days.
I don't know if they...
What were you up to?
Oh, well, all sorts of things. We won't go into that. But here we are, watching the rugby. I've been impressed already with Khan Charlton. If you want to be seen, wear something different. So he's got the big red headgear on. It's hard to miss. And he's a strapping young player as well. Sally Kikoro is getting into the mix as the defenders move up. Fullback play, cut-out ball, and a nice one as well, delivered up smartly by McCoy. The Tauranga getting themselves in good field position to mount a challenge. This time through the hands, but they settle things down to the ground as Tamahai Taikoto Smith. He's not looking to do too much with it at the moment, but certainly Veron keeps things moving along as Charlton again injects himself into the line and carries the ball a couple of metres before going to ground. Into the hands of Finn Curtis. Now the kick is well retrieved at the back, and again Lockie Chapman sends it deep. He's got a great boot on him as well. It's taken by his opposite, McCoy. And he too will send it airward where the mark is taken inside the 22. Just steadying the ship really at the moment, Rotorua Boys. Understandably so. It's been from end to end and just giving the forwards an opportunity for a breather here at Tauranga Boys College, the host of today's action here live on Whakaata Māori.
Ai, ko ngā kapa e rua e whai ana I te mahere rautaki a ngā kaia ko e rua. It's a game of field possession, territory. Both teams pinning their opposition down in the right part of the field.
So this is Matt Bell, a hooker, the throw in from the far side of the field. Again, Charlton with a good climb, but the referee says not straight, and it will be an opportunity here for Rotorua.
Ai, hei tā te raraunga me e tihi kaimā taki I te momo kemu nei. E ai kia rātou, rugby union is one of the sports that has the most rules in the world. And so bear with us if we're still finding our feet. But yeah, you were right there, Darryl, with the throw in not being straight, and that was the reason to that quick tap here. As things carry on a little bit too much.
Just feeling each other out at the moment, bit of push and shove. You know, heightened emotions, not unexpected in secondary school rugby. That's my man, number 1.
Tauranga moana.
It's Tamahai. Taikato Smith. Bit of a fan club here as the skippers are called out, Charlton and Rogers, by the look of things. Just a couple of words, referee saying, come on boys, we're here to play rugby.
Kei tōna poraka e mea ana respect, te whakaute, te whai koha, te whai mana. Ka noho mātāmua ki tēnei whakataitai.
But this is Finn Curtis kicking to touch on the far side of the field. It's a decent nudge, picking up 25 metres. And just inside enemy territory now with another throw-in for Matt Bell. To get this one straight. Tall, Sedamaya, Salihikoro. He's in jersey number 5 in the black headgear. Keep an eye out for him at the back, Zach Simpson. Trying to work their magic as Charlton climbs high, secures the ball for Tauranga Moana. And then the kick. Now the chase is going to be so important. But at the back, Chapman, steady and sure as he gets the ball back to his opposite number. He'll step back on the inside, good chase. A couple of gun 15s going at it today. There's some pressure here, Tauranga. Rotorua piling in, trying to secure the football at the base of the scrum, base of the ruck comes Veron. This is Sally Kikoro. Onto Charlton. 2 locks, ejecting themselves early on in the match. 9 gone, no score. A tight tussle here. Whakaata Māori's coverage of round 1 of Super 8. Taking it to back again. Lucky Chapman opting to use that powerful left boot of his as it comes into the hands of Curtis. He'll angle across field. Picking up the fullback, Tommy McQuaid, who has it. Dishing out down the left edge. Smart play here, Tauranga. Back into the hands for the forwards now. The big man, Taikoto Smith, rolls it forward. Charlton again. Big long limbs, getting good meterage as well as he plows away forward. Veron looking for support, finds it in Salihikoro. I know we're mentioning Charlton and his number 5 partner plenty, but their workload at the moment impressive as Curtis gets hold of the ball. Little slip pass, smartly delivered as well up to Satyu. He's left the ball behind him. Lovely little flick pass to set them up inside the 22.
Patatatu ana a Tauranga moana. A ki tā rātou rārangi piro. Ko te hawhi pēke tēnei. E whāngai ana te pauro ki te taha poto. Tauranga moana with their tails up in the early stage of this tukinga gone. Just over 10 minutes to play. Topatahi. Whāngai ana ki te toparua. Ara, ko Satsu tēnei. Kei Wainga Pui te whira, who's putting his hand up. Who else?
Salihikoro this time, right in front of the posts. Sliding in to deliver up the passes. Veron gets it out to Tamaipi, who has the football now. Rotorua on notice as Tauranga look to surge through. Gutsy play at the moment as Charlton whisks it all across as well. Flicks it to Curtis. Still alive as the chip goes over the top. And at the back, claiming the mark, is the fullback Chapman. He's had a terrific start to the game. It's been played at pace. Both these teams feeling each other out at the moment. And of course, the game management is going to be so important to the outcome of this contest. Thanks again to our sponsors and those of you linked up today on Whakaata Māori. Bell there with the throw-in. Referee will bring the players back. So it's been an exciting start here with both teams looking to go forward with the ball and just looking for some consecutive holds and possession. But an exciting brand of football. This is another look back at that lovely little flick pass earlier on in the match. But a willingness to give the ball some air, and it ultimately will pay some dividends as well. Here's the scrum feed, and it's Omua, who has the football. Rotorua in possession here, 12 and a half gone. Tight games. Good attitude. And of course, on the back of the referee today, respect. And that's what is needed.
Certainly has the ingredients of a classic Super 8 encounter there, Dale. Two proud schools, Tauranga Boys and Rotorua Boys High School. Certainly, Lau could have been on the map, Mairano, and Tauranga is always there or thereabouts come finals.
So Omua gets hold of the football and takes it from the scrum base. A loping pass, spinning it out wide as well, giving the ball some air. This is a fine run, stepping back on the inside, Curtis Frederick. Followed in by his opposite winger in Mills. Lots to like about the attitude on show here today. Peeled off the back, it's Omua. Good, solid forward play. And that ball has gone to ground, but the referee will award the penalty here, offside. It's for Rotorua.
Points on offer though, D.
Yeah.
Wainga Pui te whira. Plenty of talent on display here this afternoon. As we see if Rogers te kai urungi, kai kāpena, kai hautu o te kapa, ka tohua I te aha. Decides to let his fullback know to kick to the corner. We'll have a crack.
There's the first real opportunity from close range for Rotorua. Let's have another look at this expansive game. The ball was taken nicely, darting run there from Frederick, steps back on the inside. And it took some scrambling defence as well by Tauranga to put him away. Last side of the field, throw in, taken by Rogers. This team is sure up around him. This is good work from the line out by Rotorua. The referee is looking closely. It looks like the referee is awarded the try. Who comes up with the football? Well done to Rotorua, surging in behind that man in the white headgear. He comes up with the 5-pointer. Good start for Rotorua Boys High School.
Points on the board there. E rima, ki te kore, ka te tiro hea, anotia tātou. I te ahunga mai o te piro. Some great set piece thrown in by our tarake Waitikape, ana ko Napier Phillips, ko Ryan Rasmussen, Rane Ryland, ko ia te kai piro. Ai kiki ua e haere ake nei ma Lockie Chapman. Bueno.
So Chapman from wide out. Put the icing on the cake. He hits that one nicely. Hits the post and still goes through to pick up the extra 2 points. Well done to Lockie. And, of course, a fine 5-pointer there from Ryland Rasmussen. We get another look at it. Beautiful climb by Rogers. Great combinations as Rotorua. Teamwork gets them across the line. Referee in good position. And Rasmussen is able to get the ball over the white chalk.
Ana, e whitu, a ki te kore I tēnei wā. Kua timata anō mā te trapu kiki, te whanataka. Rotorua āmua I tēnei wā. Ko tā te mahi, he whanatawhiti. However, there was plenty of pressure on Handy having the left foot. Hari ka hoki anō te kaiwa wao. Ki te wāhi tūhapa ai a Tauranga Moana.
Been really impressed with the work from Lockie Chapman. He's backs himself. His timing has been good today. And both teams really having a go here today. Two of the founding members of the Super 8 Schools comp. And it's wonderful to have them on show here this afternoon on Whakaata Māori and associated broadcast platforms. Settling in now, the students at Tauranga Boys will no doubt come into play later in the game. There are plenty of top-class athletes who've come out of both schools over the years. Dan Kane, I think, was also from Tauranga, Brody Vitalik. And again, you just see the power of this Rotorua forward pack. Look at them, they've surged forward. That's got to be 15 or 20 metres. And then peeling away with it is Tavake. Problems here for Tauranga Boys with another beautiful weaving run, which should go all the way for Tauwaru Waititi. Brilliant solo effort, great lead-up work from his teammates. But the number 12 made that one all his own. And back-to-back tries for Rotorua Boys. Sees them after 7 minutes.
As you mentioned, Dale, how impressive the maul was, but even more impressive is this tohunga tepe. Tau tirairaka, me ona waiwai hangi, off his right foot, not once but twice. Waititi, in for try number 2.
Yeah, that was a classy run, but all off the back of some concerted forward effort here this afternoon from Rotorua Boys. Gee, they're well conditioned and they've got a good groove on at the moment, good rhythm, as we see Chapman, who's been very instrumental, Lockie, in the success that they've enjoyed so far. Tauwaru Waititi, and from close range, Chapman misses his last one, hitting the upright and then through for 2. Score says 12 all. Let's have another look. Peeling away was Tavake, and then just some hot stepping to some ineffective defence, despite the efforts there of Finn Curtis late. And Tauwaru Waititi, a good one for his show reel. 19 gone here. Wonderful to have you with us. Round 1 of Super 8 Rugby here on Whakaata Māori. As we just await the kickoff, Finn Curtis with that responsibility. He's waiting for the ball. Yeah, there's been some fabulous efforts from Rotorua Boys at the moment. You know, they've been one of the strongest schoolboy squads in New Zealand's competition. And, of course, guys like Liam Messi out of Rotorua Boys High School. Who scores with an opportunist try in the right-hand corner, and that's just what Tauranga needed. And it came unexpectedly, but he made every post a winner, took it high, made sure he had the gas and the energy to get himself into the corner.
We saw the enthusiasm. Tanako Hikoko from the kickoff, pushing up with big strides, and the ball landing in his pouch. That was a great response from the home team, Tauranga Moana.
Absolutely, but as I say, it came a little unexpectedly, didn't it? Just sort of bounced up into his hands. He says, well, thanks very much, and was able to run it into the corner.
That was excellent kicking, excellent tactical kicking from the kickstart, Dale. Positioning the tallest man on that sort of edge of the field. The kick was for him and he executed really well.
Laue, te mahi, with the tama. Here's Finn Curtis from wide out, this time holding up and hits the upright, this time away. 12-5 is your scoreline here after 20 minutes of action here in Super 8. Lots to like about what we're witnessing. Just have another look at the kickoff.
They had their jumping pod prepared to receive the ball there. Number 4 from Rotorua, Luke worst. A few of his lads should have got around him a bit better.
There's the restart from Rotorua. Left foot from Chapman. Taken deep. Let's see what the tactics are here for Tauranga Boys. Well, no surprises. The kicking game comes fully into focus. They'll send it back to Lockie. He has the ball, holding it up. Momentarily gets it away on the far side of the field. Yes, you try score. Ryland Rasmussen who takes the ball in, and it's Tauranga who will come up with the possession. And that's encouraging to those on the sideline here this afternoon.
Many of these young men have played alongside each other throughout the years in representative footy. It's more than just a Super 8 fixture. It's a one, I suppose, of the Bay of Plenty rivalry.
Very much so. And the rivalry is long-standing and intense. As we see this kick, where it's been sent back on the inside. That's through Chapman. And again, looking for Rasmussen. This is how the situation arose to give Tauranga an opportunity. Throw in on the far side of the field for Matt Bell. Still with Tauranga. Nice ball. Terrific run from the back. That's Zach Simeon who has it just 12 metres out from the try line. Now a steady hand is needed as Sony gets hold of the football. It's Charlton who gets in behind him. Pressure on as Rotorua go into defensive mode. Tauranga, confidence high, and they go down the short side.
Te try scorer tātou mā te kai piro mo te kapa o Tauranga. Kuia tērā. Ko sali ki koro. Ana. Haere whakamua ana ka ahatia rātou. He aha te aha. Mā wai te paoro. Mā te topatahi. Me te whurupeke ina e nei. Ko McCoy tērā. Struck by a big defence. Hawhi peke, hoki anō te paoro ki a McCoy. Big Facebook ki te taha matau. Te pare rau. MΑORI. Ko tau te paoro. Ko pakaru mai te hari, te koa me te kata. Nathan Theron. Miharo pai.
Well, that's just what the doctor ordered. And came at a good time too, conceding 2 quick tries and responding with 2 themselves. Let's have another look at how this one unfolded and ultimately getting out to the right wing.
Ai, ko ngā mahi a te hawhi peke me te hiku, te haika. Kei I titiro atu ia, kei te raru te hoariri, ka tahi te piro ko tērā.
Nathan Theron congratulated there by his opposite wing, Rai Portene, but confidence lifting here as we have a 12-10 scoreline. Again, a tough one for Finn Curtis, not his preferential side, but looking to add the extras here. Well, that's bringing us close as we imagined this game would be. As we looked at the form coming in, is this one going to curve around for him? It won't. So we stay at 12-10, 24 gone, as Tauranga Boys and Rotorua Boys do battle in the Bay of Plenty here in round 1 of Super 8. Let's have another look at it. A lovely little offload as well here as it comes up. And then the flick on from Tommy McQuaid. And then wide out to Theron, who's had a bit of work to do. Stepped back inside traffic, but ultimately scored about 5 metres in from the touchline.
Yeah, it's obvious they're playing with width and space. The Tauranga Boys team, they have attacking threats on both sides. Tommy McCoy, as we've seen just then, had the ability to create something out of nothing with his long face ball to his right-hand wing. It was just another prime example of him as a threat.
That's Veron waiting for the football to come out. And ultimately the referee says, we'll give you another opportunity.
Kei te rongo I ngā kaitautoko e meana e hara no U tēnei papatākaro. This ain't your turf.
Part of the Bay. I heard one of the teachers saying, boys, watch your language because there's microphones up and down the sidelines. So yes, you can be enthusiastic, but nothing untoward. That reflecting poorly on your proud kura. So Matt Bell has the football here, getting themselves into position. Tamahai Taikoto Smith, he's the one issuing the instructions. As Tauranga get up a bit of a head of steam here, 25 minutes in for the action here. Super 8 rugby. Let's see if Tauranga can secure the football. The throw is long. Charlton is tall, reaching and tapping back into the hands of Veron. Still alive, centre field. Into Charlton this time. He'll offload it as well to his teammate who rolls forward. Getting some roll on at the moment, Tauranga. Confidence building. Everyone injecting themselves into that attacking line as the forwards wait on this side of the field, the commentary side of the field, for the ball to come through to them.
Maka whakamuri, papa, haere tonu atu.
Khan Charlton, geez, had a strong game, Khan.
Me ua ka kore ki te iaia.
Cut
Long
out
ball once
ball,
again
almost
from
an intercept as well.
McCoy. Ari ka hoki mai. Te kaiwa wau. Back to the spot. Rotorua were caught out being offside.
On the far side of the field, so beautiful day in Tauranga Moana, overcast, yes, but the ground is holding up nicely, and we're really pleased to have you with us. Thanks again to our sponsors, Bailey's, Māori Active, and Caltex, as we see that ball not doing what Tauranga would have liked, and so it's in the hands here of Rotorua. But on the scramble, though, the boys from the Sulphur City at the moment, as the Tauranga Moana forwards come on and create some pressure. Back it comes to Lockie Chapman. He's been their go-to man as far as the safety valve's concerned. Tommy Mackay gets hold of the football. He gets a wonderful offload as well out to Theron. He puts the kick in, and now claiming the mark as well. That's, you don't see all that many marks nowadays, but that's certainly 3, maybe even 4 so far in today's game.
Hoki ngā mahara ki tērā pāhi mirikara. Huri rauna I te tuara o te hoariri. Pakanga nui, kei wainga nui enei kura e rua, he kaha te tukinga. Ana ki te whawhai mo te mana o te rohe, nei no reira, ka mau te wehi o tēnei kēmu e hoa mā. Anei, te tūtira, te apiti tū rānei, he kupu Māori e rā, mo tēnei mea te line out, ngā kapa e rua e tūtira ana.
That one's gone to ground, and so it will be Rotorua come up with the ball. They haven't had any possession for a few moments. And the momentum has certainly been with Tauranga. This time, Rotorua have it on the far side of the field, and they'll be looking for a breakthrough as Waititi sets his teammate alight, the chip over the top, and now the chase is on. It'll beat everyone to touch, or will it? Again, plenty of wheels for Lockie Chapman. He's been a standout with the boot. He's taken some wonderful marks and then able to chip over the top and put in a decent chase there. Great meter eater for the visitors from the Sulphur City. And they'll go to the line out, although it will be a total throw-in as Matt Bell gets himself into position just a few metres out from their own line.
Ai te hanga rite, te pakari o te tīma, o ngā tīma e rua nei, as we see only 2 points the difference. Certainly similarly built and capable. Short ball, crash ball there.
Shunting run here from Tauranga. They're in the wrong end of the field and they know that too, so they'll be wanting to get this kick accurate. There's one, plenty of height on it, and in the end it's a beautiful kick as well. Takes them all the way back to halfway, but that's a real reliever for the forward pack. It'll take a bit of a breather as they make their way forward for the line out. Great to have you with us today, and of course both schools, as we saw in the wonderful haka pre-game, proud to embrace their Tau Māori, and many players representing iwi from right across the motu. Rotorua with possession here, and the cut-out ball onto Rogers. He's picked off, and a great tackle there from Nathan Theron. Rogers to ground, right in front of the adoring fans of Tauranga Moana. They're over halfway now. Just wanting to ensure that they are able to get some continuity. Added to Matu Te Maipi, who has the football, a little injection of pace, a little more venom in the run. Bit of sting in the tail. Again, Charlton look for the pass. It's been knocked down. It'll be a scrum feed here with a knock on. And Rotorua get hold of the ball. Again, very conscious of Khan Charlton's contribution, but he's got a bit of an injury here. Moiho?
Kua wai mari e Rotorua, he pōhe he noku, he maka pakamua ke nā rātou, as we see in the tackle here. Thought the ball might have come off the shoulder. Number 4, it's Luke Worsp. Nā he wā wharanga I nei tātou mā, just a reminder, rima miniti e tāre wa tonu ana, me aku piki mihi. Ki ngā kāhui tautoko kia Baileys, kia Celtics, Nativa, Apollo, rātou ko Anchor, a kāmutu, a ko whakaata Māori, ko Māori Plus. O te rā, ngā tamariki mokopuna, e whai wāhi atu ana ki a nei kapa, mei kore ko koutou. Acknowledgements to you all.
Well, what we do know is that they'll be pleased that the lock forward Charlton is still okay. Some running repairs. A few little secret messages from O'Moore as well. Congratulations to Rotorua Boys, national champions last year, and to go over to Japan and win the Sanix also, holding them in good stead as they move into their campaign for 26. So O'Moore decides this time to try the skinny lane down the right edge. Right to the halfway. Forwards waiting for their opportunity to bolster the run and the action. Pressure on here. Rogers gets in behind as well, and then they peel the ball left through the hands onto Chapman, chips it deep. Bounce important, taken here by McQuaid. Tommy's just a couple of metres away from his own line and manages to steal 10 more metres, but we'll have this line out, and it's inside the 22 with a great opportunity as we come down towards the half-time break. Interesting and entertaining first half of rugby here in round 1 of Super 8. Event tries to Rasmussen and Waititi for Tauranga Moana, Sally Kikoro, Theron. Let's see how it pans out over the next couple of minutes. So here's the throw from Patalesio Tavake. It's been touched backwards. The referee will call it. They're not straight.
Paku maka whakamua di. Te au ia rātou e hupeke ana mo te poro. Ka tau te nonoke I nāi nei. Just 2 points in it. Certainly be finely balanced.
You know, it's setting us up for a good second half, there's no doubt about that, because neither side's really giving an inch at the moment. And we know just how important it's going to be to have dominance in the collision zone as we set the stage here for the last couple of plays in the first half. Very evenly matched, these two teams, as we come towards the half-time break. Back again, and this one's a charge down. Let's see how the ball bounces. In the end, it's okay and retrieved there by the fullback, putting up the kick. Tommy McQuaid, a little bit of a dispute here though, and in fact some celebrations too as the hands go up. Sam Howe, who did well to charge down the kick. Let's have a look at how quickly he breaks from the scrum. That's him on the left edge. Manages to get that charge down and ultimately possession, which could be absolutely vital to Rotorua as we go into the half-time break.
Tino, wahanga te rau te kemu, me te aha he 2 miniti noiho e toi ana. Good work there by Howe as the scrum sets. 5 mita te tawhiti, ka puta te paoro. Hawhi peke ki tana toparua a Waititi, ka tahira te tukinga o ngā tinana e rua ko tērā. 5 mita, ki whea rātou haere ai. Ana, not releasing or not rolling away.
Yeah, well, there was an opportunity there, and I think that Tawaru actually recognised that as well. The referee was right on top of it, and they'll pack the scrum once again. This is the 12, scored a beautiful individual try, Tawaru. But this time he can't get through. Referee well and truly in the right place to make the call and unable to deliver up. So the celebrations are plenty there from the boys in blue. As we back the scrum down, Tommy Ryan coming in to feed it. What a battle it's been here so far in the match. Hope you're enjoying it here on Whakaata MāORI Plus. Momentum has swung back and forth, as has the scoreline. 2 quick tries to Rotorua, followed by double quick ones as well to Tauranga Moana. Here's the kick out into touch, and I'm pretty sure that'll be it for the first half. It is indeed. Hope you're enjoying the action. Half time, and it's Rotorua who lead by 2. Rotorua Boys High School, 12. Tauranga Boys College, 10. You're watching action in round 1 of Super 8 right here on Whakaata Māori.
Hey, Stefano, look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, stories told our way. Quick scroll, one tap, ka mau, kua uru mai koe.
Hey, tēnā koe.
Tō mātou reo.
Kia au te MāORI, kia au.
Tō mātou puku hohe.
So a lot of eggplant emojis there, my
Tō mātou tiroha. Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download MāORI Plus on your devices.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
What makes selling with Bailey's altogether better? It's the energy we bring to every home we sell. Enhancing and lifting the energy of your home to achieve the best possible result. Because when the energy is right, you can feel it. Bailey's, altogether better.
Hey. Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through really tough times. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others getting involved in this. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
Kei te ngaro haere au ki roto ki tēnei ao Pākehā.
Ko tā te waka ma he whakakaha I taku hononga ki te ao Māori.
Ka whaitake aku whia ko Pauri hei whakamana I taku ana mata.
Mā tō raurau ki MāORI Plus.
Nau mai hoki mai e hoa mā ki te kāinga o ngā hākina kina rangatahi ki konei, ki Tauranga Moana I tēnei tukinga. Me ngā āhuatanga ki te wahanga tuatahi e hoa mā ko Rotorua nui o Kahumata Moemoe. E puta ihu ana I tēnei wahanga tuata noiho ngā rereka ki ngā tauranga kaute. Konei ko tuatahi e hoa mā. This is round 1, Super 8 tournament, 2 points different between child schools, Dale.
It's been really interesting battle between squads. Of course, with other Super 8 going on as well. The tries came. This is Rasmussen. You'll see him emerge in the white headgear. Great lead up work by his teammate into good position. This is perhaps the at first. It was what to wait to scorching run through the middle. Poor and the stage.
Arako sari ki ko te kumahi te wahatahi. Me te trai a piro mai te rau matau. Piki ki nui te aroaro tātou maha. Come back to the second half. Super 8 showdown. That's pretty evenly. Line breaks are plenty. Equal scrums won. The targets of the boys. Kawhi foro turnovers whanua. Engari hara. Rite tau mā. Boys, Rotorua Boys by 12 points to 10. It's been a physical, tightly contested play. Plenty match.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I guess the possession.
Let's go behind.
So about to get underway here, and Rotorua's Lockie Chapman with the kicking duties today. He's been good this in this afternoon's clash, Lockie.
Both fullbacks, Dale, Tommy McCoy and Lockie Chapman. Certainly awesome battle, those two positions, prime positions of the field.
Yeah, both fullbacks have really injected themselves nicely into the back line. Here's the restart here for the second half of action. The tap back at the moment on the far side of the field and driving forward just over the 22. And then the kick.
Get connected, Cohen. Get connected.
Across to Lockie Chapman again. He has the ball. It almost splits them up, but he is wrestled to ground in the tackle of Cohen Satiu. Short side run. Rotorua just really wanting to shore things up and tighten up a little bit. They've got a new player on, and Te Remana Atu Edmonds Huriwai. He's there in the scrum half position. It is a penalty as Charlton emerges from the pack. Some celebrations as well from his number 8, Simeon. And the forwards at the moment are working hard from both squads. With the ball is Finn Curtis. He'll kick it to touch on the far side of the field.
Ai mana to ia rutu, to ia ko whiringa. Re-carry, re-tackle. Decision matters from here on in. To have another look at the ticking of the Hamine. On his feet. Did good work there. Our man in the red headgear.
So Matt Bell has the ball and the throw-in duties. Charlton is looking. It's a tap back for Rotorua. They secure it against the throw-in. Solid, chunky run here. Good to see as well, Rotorua. Nice little feed on too from Hatu Edmonds, Huriwai. Working it at the base of the rucks and scrums at the moment onto the left foot of Chapman. They steer it towards the far side of the field. And again, a good touch finder and picks up some valuable metres as this team goes across to the far side of the field for the throw-in.
He hape ngā kōrero a ngā kaia ko e rua I te wehenga. Me he me ko koe te kaia ko te kapa tauranga moana. Dale, he aha tau ki au ngā kai tākaro. What would you say to the lads at half-time?
Well, obviously, the game is there to be taken. And if it's just about maintaining focus and respecting the football. Possession is key. Field position will come. But maintaining possession is absolutely vital here this afternoon as the ball finds it wide out to Ray Portine. He's wrapped up the tackle of Isaiah Mills. And so both teams absolutely conscious of the need to maintain possession as we see a chip over the top. Smart one from Finn Curtis. The bounce is favourable for him and he keeps it alive as Sony gets hold of the football. Great defence at the moment too for Rotorua. Sony tries to get back into the mix. Still in the hands of Tauranga Moana with the football as Charlton carries it forward. Whacked in the tackle there of Taufu. Nothing untoward in it. Just solid contact as the ball's taken by Veron, opting to go down the short side again. Good play here from Tauranga. And the crowd are really warming to the attitude they've got on show at the moment as they get hold of the football. But it's been a turnover, so good work from Rotorua, who come up with the footy. Both teams having a dig here this afternoon. As you would expect, both want bragging rights for round one. Onto the left foot again of Chapman. He sends it across towards touch, but doesn't find the touchline. And now, great defence, chasing run as well. So Rotorua looking to secure the football, still in the hands of the boys from Tauranga Moana. Head up time. Sony with the football, rummaging his way forward. And then flicking it back on the inside to Veron, who still has control of it. It's a good phase of play here for the home team. Charlton, once again, not trying to do too much. Coming over the top there, and the ref was having a decent look at Mason Barry. Play on, he says. Veron, Isaiah Sony. Support from Taikato Smith. And then again down the short side. This is smart play. Wonderful run here on the far side of the field. We haven't seen too much of him with ball in hand, but gee, that was a flying effort as well from Matt Bell. And sadly for Tauranga, the ball will end up in Rotorua's hand, but gee, wasn't there a sight to see. Matt Bell on the fly, impressive.
E mea na koe, po he no he pari rau ngari he kai tika peke as we take another look shortly of his break. Ia tērā e pakaru ana I te rarangi.
He really hit the ball at pace. Looked $1 million too. Look at this run. That's Charlton. That's a good carry as well.
How te no he te harmony. Yeah.
Back live we are here. Rotorua has the football. Man hasn't had as many opportunities as we've seen in games past. As hit a bit to Bidwar, gets in and does some good defensive work. Here's the kick to the gymnasium side of Tauranga Boys High School. 41 minutes gone. No change in the scoreline from halftime. 12-10. Always going to be close. But you have to wonder too, what about fatigue? Now these guys, it's early in the season in Moiho, so, you know, discipline comes into play here as well. So there's a lot to consider. And they're looking for efficiency.
Te tūmanako ia I whai ngā kapa e rua e tihi kemu prakatihi, e tihi kemu a whakaharatau. I mua I tēnei tukinga.
Nate McDonald's into the mix as well. This time today, poor Tene. And they'll be called back as well.
Kāri kōwhai kei te haere.
The big number 4, Luke Wasp. And to the delight of the partisan crowd in supporting Tauranga.
Te tikanga o te hāmene nei. Ka tirohia tātou. Te tōmuri. Te rutu tōmuri.
And fair enough too, the ref was right on to that one. Young Nate McDonald's in 20. He's taken over the role from Tommy Veron.
He piki huringa tai tēnei e reo. Tērā o ngā panaiatanga me ki. Sent off for 10 minutes for a late tackle. Could be a prime opportunity for Tauranga boys to take advantage.
Here's Matt Bell with his back to us. Important to get the throw right here today. Respect as the back of the jerseys of the Kaiwawao suggests. Tauranga in possession here, down by 2 as they drive forward. The referee's having a good old eye at it. Driven in by Matt Bell. Taikoto Smith gets into the mix. So does Nate McDonald at the back. It's swirling, it's spinning. And there's the ball out the back. Rotorua have managed to get hold of the football. Clever play from them. And their desperation on show here today. Onto the boot of Hatu Edmonds Huriwai. And fumbled at the back there. It's gone backwards. Play on, says the referee. And Ray Portini takes the ball in. Again, another opportunity for Tauranga. It's if they're able to utilise it. McDonald gets hold of the penalty, and Tauranga's sustained efforts benefit them, as there are some questions being asked by the skipper from Rotorua.
Multiple penalties back-to-back-to-back is quite concerning for the visitors. We've already had one sent to the naughty chair. So we have another look at the replay.
This is Isaiah Raipōtene. Back onto the inside. That's McDonald is signalling left, right, and centre. But they come up with the penalty. And here is a great opportunity now. As again, we see Bell, who'll climb for the football. It's taken cleanly by Charlton. Great opportunity for Tauranga, peeling off the back and away towards the line goes Henapati Bidwa. He has the ball.
Pick and go, Te Mahi. Breakfast and butter, prawa me te pata, hoki mai anō, te referee. Titihi o ngā hāmene, as the clock is still stopped, we'll get that fixed. Just to confirm with our game officials, how much time's gone since that stoppage, as Tauranga Moana choose to form a scrum.
Here's a great opportunity for the boys from the Bay. Well, they're both from the Bay, actually, but from
Tauranga and Kazi
I reckon. Here's the pack down. Wonderful to have you with us. And also, hats off to the connections here, rotating the bench. This time it's Nate McDonald with a great opportunity to fly the flag for his kura. Close to the line. His opposite number, Te Re Manahatu Edmonds Huriwai. The 220s with an opportunity here. As the latter takes it from the scrum base. Charging towards the line, needs some support. Here they come, the blue jerseys. Getting themselves into position, having a shot at the line is Bidwa. He won't get through there this time. McDonald gets the ball back. It's been turned over. Rotorua have it onto Lockie Chapman. He'll decide to work it and see what opportunities exist out wide as Painga Morgan gets rattled in the tackle. He's to ground 15 out from his own line. Rotorua still in possession. And Tauranga Boys will be disappointed not to have utilised possession and come away from that end of the field with points as Chapman kicks to touch on the far side of the field. Surviving the raid, the boys from the Sulphur City. As they should be proud of their efforts here with one in the bin as well.
Te nakwe koia tāku e whakarohia ana. Ne, ko pakari te tū a Rotorua, ha koa, kare rahi, kare rite te toko maha o ngā kaitākaro. Ki te whira I te wako tahi. Opportunity to kill a bit of time to bring on the Pauraka, even things out in terms of their numbers as the lineup sets.
Tap back was smart into the hands here of Finn Curtis. He's got it. Now it's Satu. Satu steps and straightens, but he's wrapped up in the cover defence tackle coming across from Rotorua. This time it's Raipōtene. Strong carry from Raipōtene. He's to ground as well. McDonald positions himself. He wants the ball, but they're coming through. Lockie Chapman's in the mix as well, almost getting trampled. And the referee will say, Tauranga, you can have another shot with the ball and possession from close range.
Ana, kei a rātou tonu te pauro koia pia Dale, ha koa e hoki whakamuri ana, e haere tītaha ana rānei, kei te mau tonu I a rātou te pauro. Ngare me mihi ka tika a ke Rotorua, counter-rucking. Even though they've gone backwards and sideways a little bit, Tauranga still have possession.
Well, the swim's going to be so important right now. Not a lot of time left as these two teams try and split it. It's been the same since the half-time break, 12-10. It comes out for Tauranga. Here's a great opportunity for them as they build some momentum, and a bullocking run up through the middle sets the stage for what could be a wonderful try outside. Through the hands, still alive. Chiming in as well as McCoy Tommy, the fullback. Back on the inside as Charlton comes again. Tauranga building something special here. They work their way deep into Rotorua territory. And now they just need to capitalise. Out it comes again to Sally Kikoro, who's already scored one try this afternoon, the big guy. Inside ball from McDonald is full of class as McLeod chimes onto it nicely. McDonald still looking closely as it comes out to Charlton.
Te rāpahi kāpō, te rāpahi tūmeke he miharo. Anea Tauranga I nāenei te taha poto. Me tā rātou toru koata. Machu te maipi tēnei. Ko wai, kei wainga nui. Ko mea pēo tērā, e werohi ana te rārangi. Tahi minta, te tawhiti. Tauranga moana, I ahatia.
Well, some surprise as the players get up from their work. At time, Bidwa looked a bit perplexed by the referee's decision. Hioano surviving the raid again. Rotorua Boys up by 2. Of course, Rotorua throwing everything at the defensive work at the moment, refusing to be broken. So the goal line resistance has been top class here in the second half. As we see another shot working on the far side of the field. That's Napier who's taken the football and on picking, and then so close to the line, Tauranga Moana, Matt Bell. Rotorua with the ball. Charlton climbs high again. He's been terrific this afternoon. The tall timber here for Tauranga Moana. Into the hands of Bidwa. He too is full of bravery. Rogers gets around him. McDonald, dummy is in the halfback position. Rolling on now to Sony. Keeping it alive. This is Curtis. Again, really demanding some strong defence from Rotorua. And at the moment, they are surviving. They are having an absolute whale of a time defensively so far. But still Tauranga with the ball, and still Charlton continues to trouble them.
Tauranga Moana anō. Wero atu, wero mai, te taha poto I nāianei. Tērā o ngā parirau maui, kua whakawhiti atu ki te parirau matau. Nathan Theron, kei runga no atu e hoa. Mahi māhunga tērā.
That's the second try of the afternoon as well.
Te hunukutanga, te whakawhitinga mai o te parirau matau ki tērā taha. Theron, tana piro tuarua. Ka tahira.
Well, cameras weren't on the crowd, but you can just imagine how these young guys from Tauranga College felt about that too as we get deeper and deeper into the second half. It has been a titanic battle between these two forward packs as they've gone tit for tat in their defensive work. The goal line resistance was very commendable, but ultimately the breakthrough came out wide, and he's had a fine game as well. Theron, Nathan, and jersey number 14. An important kick here for Finn Curtis. We'll ride him home. Hits it. Is it going to come around? It's gone too far, and we'll go across the face of the uprights. We've got a 15-12 scoreline here. E hoa mai, glad to have you with us. On Whakata Māori as we celebrate rangatahi tanga and our wonderful rangatahi and their sporting endeavours here on Whakata Māori.
Bit of a momentum shift in the game there, Dale. They've wrestled control back to field position and pressure. However, certainly te panaiatanga, I suppose, the fact that they lost the player during that phase of the game. Koia pē iahu mai te piro.
Mai, tautoko tō kōrero e moihau. Now, will that add a bit of spark as well to Tauranga? You sense, well, we're in front now. Let's see if we can maintain it. It's the first time in the game when they have had the lead. As Rotorua scoring those first two tries. Now the bounce is very awkward, but tapped back inside, and I'm picking it still alive on the far side of the field. That's the way the referee sees it as well. Still in the hands of Tauranga Moana with the cutout ball. Desperate defensive efforts and commendable. And the boys from the Sulphur City, the referee will come back, deemed to have gone forward.
Pahi whakamua. I reira ia, e ātama taki ana I te whio te paoro. Nā kua tū te mati wā, karaka.
There they go, the local Smurfs.
Ko mate maa tonga, ko mate maa tauranga rane.
Pretty good. It's a good look though, isn't it? And they pull out all the drums and the bands, and why not? Bit of fun out there today. And all these young guys skipping class so they can come and support their first 15. Rotorua.
Oh, I suppose they went to art class before they went to the footy.
Absolutely would have. Hey, brilliant. Well, they might have gone to the Blue Baths. Or Rotorua to get that garb. Here's the take, and it's out for Tere Mana. Keeping it alive on the field, out of the field, and grunting a shot. Perfect. Still, Hatu Edmonds, Huriwai, continuing to feed as the forwards roll on here for Rotorua. They won't take kindly to having that lead taken from them. Out to their skipper. Rogers on the far side of the field. He manages to keep the ball alive too, but it's bundled into touch. And I'm thinking it's going to be a Tauranga Moana feed. It is indeed. And so we'll go to the line out again. Yeah, Tariki Rogers, always an imposing force. Tom able to get the ball away.
Yeah, hia ngā tau kua whai Tariki Rogers ki te aro ākapa a Rotorua. Te ahu nei tana tautua toru tēnei. Looks like his third year in the top side.
Well, this one, Charlton climbs again, but unfortunately for the home team, not quite what the referee was expecting, but geez, been massive today, Khan. Great young player. Plenty of promise. Here's Rotorua, though. Well, they're not going to go wondering. They're going to give the ball plenty of room here with it is Waititi. So he's to ground, as you can see. There's the try line just in front of them. Out it comes to Hatu Edmonds, Huriwai. He delivers up the football. Good defence as well as Painton makes the tackle. Rotorua is still with it, though. 10 metres out from the line. Big push through from John Tofu'u. And with the ball, out it comes to Hatu Edmonds. Again across and just driving forward with some good support, Rotorua. They are not done with yet, far from. The little halfback works the short side. Numbers, out it comes to 13 across. That's Warbrick who has the football. Some celebration thinking of the knock-on. Into the hands of Tavake. Driven forward by his teammates close to the line now. Tavake is still in possession. Referee having a decent look. Rogers is at the back. Climbing forward inch by inch. Millimetre by millimetre, then it's delivered up. Cut out balls out wide. Lovely work for Chapman. Feeds it on beautifully, and it's Tauwaru Waititi in the corner, scoring his second try of the afternoon. That levels things up here. In fact, 17-15, pushing out the scoreline. But Tauwaru Waititi, great lead up from the forwards.
Ai me mihi te rangapu pau muri ki te rangapu pau mua. Nā rātou ke I haere whakamua, ka tahi katoia mai ko ngā hoariri, te rārenga wā o te hoariri. And, you know, the forwards really drew the defence in time had to come where it was Mayday spread the ball time and had a certain overlap on the right hand. It's 2 or 3 players was the result.
I really like the lead-up work, though. Just magnificent lead-up work.
Yeah, for sure. The likes of Tavake and Taufo'u, Patelesio and John Taufo'u.
And again, yeah, certainly Lockie Chapman was instrumental in this. Is him with the kicking duties. This is his favoured side. Bring that one around and just to the left-hand side of the uprights.
Te Rimana Hatu Edmonds, Huriwai also come on and be very dynamic. He replaced Tahu Omua.
Yeah, he has been since he's come on. Cruz Conroy also in the mix as well today.
Oh, well, we saw Rawiri Waititi there on the black.
That's his proud papa.
Yep.
For young Tauwaru.
Tauwaru's got 2 meat pies. I tēnei rā.
Good to see our parents enjoying the efforts of their lads. And a pleasure to be bringing the action to you here on Whakaata Māori. Back it comes to Chapman. He's got the ball again. He peels around the base and then gets a kick downfield. It's taken by Tauranga on the far side of the field. Work to be done. 17-12, 17-15 the scoreline here. So a comeback is certainly on the books. If a penalty comes in kickable position, what will Tauranga's decision be? They still have the ball. The crowd on the sideline are urging them on. Here's the chip over the top. Who's going to climb for the ball? Tauranga come away with it. And they also will receive the penalty on the far side of the field as well. So Tauranga trying to get some territory through their kicking game. They've wrestled control back, though, at the moment. Rotorua as the pressure continues to build, but you can also feel the crowd energy coming in behind Tauranga Moana. And we're going to be in for a really interesting conclusion to this one here. Round one of the Super 8. Plenty to like about it, and of course, Whakaata Māori covering the CNI competition as well. A big focus by Whakaata Māori, the home of rangatahi sport, of course. And part of that reasoning is to encourage us all to be active throughout life and not just as young people. So it's Tauranga still who have the football and desperate to get across the line.
Koia ko te tangi o te pere o te kura. I tohua mai nā me hoki atu aua kai mātaki ki te ako manga.
That was Ray Parton, Portene down the left edge. But has there been a turnover? Who has got the ball? Let's look in tightly here. It's Rotorua. And there's the kick off the boot of Hatu. Edmund Tuniwai, the bounce now on Porter. Rotorua searching on to it. And the defence is very solid. That was Tawhiri Lecompte Hepburn. Was bundled into touch as well in jersey number 18. Big strapping young guy. The defensive work there of Tommy McQuaid is to be commended.
Yeah, ko ia taku kai tākoro o te wā. Ana, e toki ia me te prei te poro engari pakari anō tana rutu, ra, paku whara ki te piki whara.
Absolutely, great defensive work there by the fullback. So here's the scrum feed. Nate McDonald will feed the scrum. Great to have you with us here on Whakaata Māori. The 220s going head to head. Referee dissatisfied and will have the scrum set again. Well, they must be getting a little bit fatigued at the moment there, Moiho.
Te ka me te aha ko te rauna tuatahi noi ho tēnei. He pīgi tau, te tau nei. Ngari, ko te hanga o te kēmu, he whiringa toa whakamutunga deo. Even though it's round one, game one, it feels like it's a grand final.
It does in some ways, doesn't it? But, you know, the impact off the bench shouldn't be understated as well, as we get a decent double around here from McDonald's, keeping it alive through the hands of Curtis. Out it comes onto McQuaid, who puts the kick through. The chase is on. Almost trying to get it to was Nathan Theron. He might have been looking for try number 3. Wasn't too far away from the mark, to be honest.
I puta te poro, teo, pā te ringa o te hoariri. As we have another look at it. Mai te taha uru ki te taha rāwhiti.
Double around was fine. Beautiful work, chiming in the fullback. And the bounce just eluding Theron on the far side of the field, but still, it's been touched by Rotorua. Tauranga have the football. Here's a chance for them, climbing nicely again is Charlton, outstanding with the line-out work today for the boys in blue as they try and roll themselves towards the try line. Let's see if they're able to break free. Rotorua under some immense pressure here at the moment, and still with Tauranga going in, trying to get that ball out. As Tauranga, there it is. Charlton gets it. He muscles his way inch by inch towards the line. Very close here at the moment.
Topatahi, a Tauranga, a Veran, te taha poto. Kai te aha ke te topatahi ra. Hoki anō ia ki te wāhi I hui tahi ai te marea. Te tiki me te piki o te poro. Charlton. Haere takirua ana, I poto tonu. Ko te mahi a te paumua, tēnei. Kai te hū peke. Engari, auare ake. Kāre I tau te pauro ki te papa. Me pehe kore ai whakamihi. I te ngākau nui a Rotorua ki te aukati I a Tauranga Moana. So another look.
Referee in there, held up. Ball doesn't find its way into touch though. So Tauranga still with it. Back it comes, a smashing tackle. Nothing untoward on the fullback though, but very solid as Owen comes in. The timing of the tackle sends the fullback into the turf here at Tauranga Boys. We have possession still. Taking it to back again, trying to set the stage. A rolling effort, this time from Zach Simeon onto the far side of the field, where they do get it back through the hands of Curtis. Solid run down the right edge as well. So still, Matt Bell getting himself involved here at the scrum base. Working it as Nate McDonald as the big man come in and try to get through. This time it was Bidwell with the football. Defence from Rotorua desperate here as Tauranga look to come back and get in front on the scoreboard. Ball comes back as Charlton again. He'll steady the ship, Charlton. Swings away from one and then gets to his feet with the ball's been stolen. Rotorua come away with the football. The kick downtown, and they survive yet another raid from Tauranga Moana as the ball bounces into touch just outside the 22.
Mate, kāinga tahi ka ora he kāinga rua. Thought that Rotorua was certainly under the pump there with the back-to-back phases building. But that turnover there by number 20, ana ko wai atu ko te irimana hatu Edmund Huriwai. Great clearance too.
Perfect clearance, wasn't it there, Moiho?
Ki te tātou, ki te hoki tāua e pāpā te heketanga o te ua.
17-15, exciting conclusion to what has been a very torrid encounter between these two proud kura right from the get-go. Again, this gun line-out man in the red headgear continues to claim so much football for his squad.
I don't think they've thrown it into anyone else.
Well, he's such tall timber, you can't help but notice him as well. And he's had a terrific game as it comes back out to Tauranga Boys. Are they too up for the downtown approach?
Oh, you would with
nicely.
Conditions like this there as the rain sort of starts to kick in.
Painga Morgan has the football, turnover, it comes back to McDonald. He kicks to touch on the far side of the field. And they'll ask it to come back. And we'll have the scrum to be set. And of course the bench players and the impact that they have really made a difference here today. The weather has turned a little sad, I suppose, since kick-off. But it's rained around as well, which is making it even more difficult. But Nate McDonald's had a lot of starch since he's come in to the frame. It'll be him who gets the opportunity to feed the scrum as well. An exciting conclusion awaits.
Game refuses to settle down. 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes to play. No side can break away with it.
Referee having a look at his clock. Or wristwatch, I should say, as the scrum feed comes in. McDonald gets it. And again, ambitious. As the ball is launched high and deep, the chase is on. And at the back, little fumble as well. The ball is still there, and the referee will call them back. It's been a knock-on.
Ko kāri hua ko te otinga atu. E whakaro hia ana, e whai whakaro ana ka ki te momo o te tākaro. Even though they didn't get the result, they were opt to go to the heavens in these conditions.
Understandable somewhat. Let's have a look at the knock-on. Who climbs for it first? Yes, you can see in one of the Tauranga players gets ball in hand. Referee was well positioned as the scrum is set. 2 points in it. 17-15. Excitement aplenty here for the first of Super 8 Rugby's coverage on Whakaata Māori for 2026. These two powerhouse secondary school first 15 squads going head-to-head here in Tauranga Moana this afternoon. As it comes to Lockie Chapman, he's had an outstanding game today, the fullback. He sends it right downtown. What's going to be the response on the far side of the field? Just looking for some clearance. Chip over the top, the bounce. Eludes the kicker, and it's out on the far side of the field. Well, trying everything and anything at the moment, Tauranga Boys. What an entertaining game it has been as Rotorua reclaimed the lead in dramatic fashion. And Tauranga now chasing the game in the final few minutes.
One moment, Dale. Ko tahi, te prei, ko tahi, tu āhuatanga, ka whakaitia, māwai, tēnei kēmu. One moment, all it comes down to win this match.
And a penalty to Rotorua. They will acknowledge and celebrate that too. Just takes a little off, relieves some of the pressure. Rotorua Boys now, they'll look to kick deep and force Tauranga to play out of their end of the field. That would be the smartest piece of work. And, of course, discipline's going to be important too if they're going to avoid any penalties in their own half, which could result in a three-pointer. As we get another look here at the work of Tariki Rogers and, of course, his teammate, Rylan Rasmussen, who will take the ball here from the lineup. We know just how good Khan Charlton has been. Will he contest? Will he be able to secure the football? Will the throw be straight? There are so many interesting situations that could develop here in the last moments of this match. Tauranga really have to throw everything at it as Rotorua climb high and get hold of the football. They'll go to ground, protecting at the moment the ball. They don't have to do too much. They can just get into the grind and push their way forward inch by inch. A millimetre by millimetre as it comes inside to Rogers, who keeps it alive. Beautiful ball out to Rasmussen. He's to ground. And Tauranga under extreme pressure here from Rotorua. With the ball in hand is Phillips. He goes to ground as well. You can see the line right in front of them. The challenge ahead for them. Into the hands of Tavake, who presses forward again solidly. Rotorua know that the game is theirs if they can keep the heads here as Rylan Rasmussen looks to go forward and pick up try number 2. He leans it back. Lovely ball into the hands of Waititi. It's been outstanding. 2 tries already. This time it's Mason Barry who has it. And Rotorua counting down the clock as well. They've got one eye on the clock, one eye on the line. Dummy half work. Halfback work, apologies. There's Hatu Edmonds, hoodie white. He's been good. And he again waits, but this time, it's a penalty. And it's for Tauranga. Well, a long way to go where Moiho from.
Yeah, I don't think they'll go for the conversion from there, Dale. But, yeah, just over a minute to play.
I wonder what the crowd on the side in the rain here at Tauranga Boys will be thinking here.
They're going to throw everything at this. Tauranga Boys searching for an opening. You've got to get this line out right first, and who else to throw it to but the redhead, or the red headgear.
Yeah.
Charlton.
They can take it cleanly here. Running out of time, and it is again Khan Charlton who picks off the football. Tauranga with it, working wide through Curtis. Putting on the speed here is the fullback who chimes in nicely. As Tommy McQuaid, he's had a commendable effort right throughout the 70 minutes. Tauranga have possession. The big forwards start to put their worth as well as they push forward. 17 is Willie Engelbrecht. And the tackle there, solid. Rotorua get possession. A very meaningful tackle in the context of the game. Chipping over the top.
Mahi mahunga tērā. A tērā o ngā hawhe peke, a te irimana, hoodie white. The new advantage was being played from that strong tackle. Thought he'll kick it away just to kill some more time. We see the big hit. Rushed up in defence. Samuel Phillips, fresh legs on. Crunched.
Well, Tavake has played the entire 70. It's just waiting on the referee's wristwatch. He's had another look at it as well. 2 points in it. Well, it's a credit to both teams that there wasn't a blowout here in round 1. Sometimes it can be in the first match of a season, but not today. Both teams have really had a decent dig as well. And the tension has been really high as both teams seek and sought victory here this afternoon. Have we got one last little piece to add to the puzzle here this afternoon? It goes right back to the fullback who kicks the touch on the far side of the field, and that may be curtain call. The referee blows his whistle, and for the fans watching on, a Tauranga Boys College disappointment, but for the visitors, they celebrate as well they might. A great effort here and a wonderful challenge for both teams. Ultimately, it's Rotorua Boys High School's first 15 who get this one, beating Tauranga Boys College 17-15.
What a finish. What a battle, Dale. What a game of schoolboy rugby. Rotorua being able to dig deep in the final minutes and survive a massive Tauranga fight back. It's in good hands there, Dale.
Yeah, absolutely. And considering it's round 1 of Super 8, we've been treated to a really entertaining game. This is the first try, and it came out wide for Rotorua. Just running through some of the highlights here. And tries in. This is the first one.
Staring. Hari rei matau. Hari I te mea. Ngā piro katoa, Dale. Just a bit of a highlights reel of
the second half, I think.
Second half.
Yeah, that's Waititi going in for his second as well. 2 to Theron, 2 to Waititi, 1 to Rasmussen, 1 to Sally Kikoro. And, you know, they had the opportunities. The weather came in. It necessitated a more structured approach, but they are scrambling right throughout the whole 70 minutes to get the advantage. Rotorua Boys High School will know that they've been in a match today, but they refused to give it, and that's why they were winners here this afternoon. Here are the stats. Ultimately, possession did go the way of the home team, with 58% of possession territorially. They had the advantage as well. Penalties, well, 11-6, as you can see, and the lineouts, well, amazing effort, really, from Tauranga Boys, with 15 line-out successes and turnovers as well. So while the stats might have gone in favour of the home team, ultimately the scoreline favours the visitors. And a close, hard-fought competition that is Super 8 rugby at its absolute best. Enjoy the game this afternoon. Hope you did at home as well. And thanks to our sponsors as we reflect on the effort here this afternoon. Hao o whakaro.
E hari ko ana mo te pakari te kounga me ki o te whakataetai. Me te aha ko te rauna tuatahi tēnei. He nui ngā kēmu, he mana nui tō ngā kēmu kei mui te aroaro tātou mā. Ara, kua pau te wā kia māua ko Dale, anei e tihi atu o ngā kēmu e whakahaere hia ana kei mui te aroaro. Tomorrow, we've got more action. 5th of June is Ahuriri take on Gisborne Boys. This weekend, we've also got Palmerston North Te Papa i o ea up against Here Taunga. Still to come, more actions by Fielding High School, Matamata College, St John's, Lynn's Farm, finished up for the weekend by St John's, Hamilton and Wesley College of the CNI.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the action here on Whakaata Māori. Again, thank you for joining us from Tauranga Boys today. And a classic encounter from 2 proud kura going head-to-head, but there could be just one winner this time around in round 1. It was Rotorua 17, Tauranga 15. From me, Dale, and from him, Moiho, wishing you well for the afternoon. Keep supporting our rangatahi and sport. Keep watching all of their action, all of their efforts, all of their potential right here on the home of rangatahi sports, Whakaata Māori.